play at the right time, because that's what guards from Plainfield, New Jersey do.
Cleveland begins the game with the basketball. Clarkson to Love. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Lowry to Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. That no good, off the mark. Clarkson with the basketball. Leads a bucket. To Love. Driving right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Here's a chance from long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Leonard. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Lowry with it. Trailing by 4. To Danny Green. To Leonard. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Love. Cleans it up. Lowry into the front court. Down 4. Can't miss those. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. Love to Clarkson. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Gets to the basket and scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Lowry into the front court. 8-0 is the score. Danny Green to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first. That one goes.
Just remember an old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
No good, and no foul. Tough-looking shot there, still gets it to go down.
Strong finish, that's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Clarkson to Love. Hood couldn't keep it in. Out off Rodney Hood. New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game for Raptors, number 20.
to Leonard. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are. This team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Sexton. To J.R. Smith. Nothing going here on that drive. Love to Colin Sexton. Fires the three. Sexton loves the challenge. Flex those muscles. Hit the three.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
To Van Vliet. Leonard to Danny Green.
2 minutes remaining in
The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Leonard to Ibaka. Leonard to Danny Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Danny Green. Curling inside. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
2 for 2 on that trip.
number 10, Alec Burks.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Sexton to Alec Burks. Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Deep left corner. Leonard. The drive right to the basket. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. For 3. Hand in his face, no good for Alec Burks. That ends the first quarter. This game is all tied up. Lucky 13s on both sides. 13 all as we start the second quarter.
Lock up. 3 pizza.
Shot from in close, no good. And a nice finish at the rim.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Hood to the rim. That pass taken away by Toronto. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Nothing going here on that drive. Fred Van Vliet to Leonard. Fires the three.
Rodney Hood.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. It's the second. One more coming.
C.J. Miles. Into the game, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 5.
Clarkson.
J.R. Smith.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Has a chance. Lowry with a shot that's no good. Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. From long range, Jordan Clarkson hounded, shot off the mark. So Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. Down low to Monroe. Oh, big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Clarkson. Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive. Tristan Thompson snatching it out of the air. Smith into the front court. Up by 3. Cruises inside for 2.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Monroe to Lowry. Not that time. Clarkson with the basketball. Up 5. Throws it up. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
Here comes the screen. Pascal Siakam. To Lowry. That's no good. Thompson to J.R. Smith. And scores.
Hey, at least this time he puts it up.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for the Cavaliers.
Lowry to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Lobs it up. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. And he hits.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Clarkson with the basketball. His team up by 7. To Rodney Hood. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. To Lowry.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
To Valanciunas. For three. The rebound taken by Cleveland. To J.R. Smith. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleared by Ibaka. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And he misses that one free throw. To Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood above the rim.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Screen coming to Danny Green. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Hey everyone, check this out. The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Your chance to win. Subbing in for Toronto, number
Fred
0.
VanVleet to Danny Green.
Screen.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
Watch that cutter.
Great feed. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Kevin Love. He's 2 for 2 now.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Danny Green to VanVleet. It was right there. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rodney Hood couldn't get open. Misses the shot.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Whoa! What a finish! Long heave from 3/4 court. Time expires to end the first half. The Cavs with a sizable advantage.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Toronto with the basketball. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 4 for 9.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Personal foul. Team foul.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots, shooting 80% in this contest. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Love. Over to the right side. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Osman's shot won't go.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Matthew Dellavedova at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. The free throw good. Cashes in on the 3-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Ah, the monster stuff. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the right corner. And scores, and the foul. Kevin Love does it all. And now a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kevin Love trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Can't convert the free throw. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys trail by 10. And Kawhi Leonard, good on the quick release there.
Well, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Toronto has the basketball. Probing the defense. Here's Leonard for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Gets it in the left corner. Love. The shot clock expires.
No basket.
Lowry with it. His guys down by 9. To Valanciunas. Cashes in for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Matthew Dellavedova at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Count it. Old-fashioned 3-point play. Lowry into the front court. They find themselves down 10. To Danny Green. Larry Nance Jr. able to recover with the block. Cavaliers with the basketball. Kevin Love. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Ibaka to Leonard. From the painted area, won't go down. To Love. There's the toss. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day. And
2 points to the board.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Beyond the arc for 3. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Off the assist.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. It's the Raptors with the basketball.
2 minutes remaining.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the second after missing the first.
That's me. Got ball. I'm here.
To Alec Burks. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Kawhi Leonard gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Monroe to Leonard. To VanVleet. Danny Green. Here's Leonard for 2. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got ball.
Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Kawhi Leonard. Shot won't go. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Throws it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
And the basket good at the rim.
2 points.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Cavaliers enjoying a healthy lead. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. And, Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game, but I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the fourth quarter.
Can't connect from inside to J.R. Smith. Fires the 3. Well defended, but Burks knocks it down.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Here we go. Match up, baby.
Shot from the lane won't go. To J.R. Smith. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is what it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Toronto with the basketball. Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To J.R. Smith. 4-3. Well, with J.R., it can be no, no, no. Yes, when it goes in.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Shot from in front. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Not that time. Knocked loose. Cavs have it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Alec Burks fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended. J.R. Smith with a piece.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To VanVleet. Trying to cash in. Pulled in by Kevin Love. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Love. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. Finger roll. Finishing with finesse.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up. Kawhi Leonard, a couple of free throws on the way. He's shooting 85% in this game. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
And number 14.
Cleveland has the basketball.
I got ball.
Count the bucket for 2.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Screen coming left.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Jonas Valanciunas. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Rock-a-bye, baby. Oh, yeah, he rocked him to sleep on that one.
To Danny Green.
Green.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Clarkson. From long range, Jordan Clarkson hounded. Shot off the mark. To Ibaka. Rebound low. To Clarkson. Not that time.
Hey, switch, I got him.
To Danny Green. Knocked loose. Cavs come away with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Nothing going here on that drive. Serge Ibaka sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
For three, message received. Well defended. Toronto has the basketball. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Danny Green has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Clarkson. Deep left corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense. Lowry into the front court. Down a bundle. Leonard to Danny Green. The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good for the three-point play. It's back to a 14-point game.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Has a chance. Shot by Clarkson off the mark. Here's Leonard for 2. Can't connect. The follow won't go either. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Count it.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard. Well defended. Desperation shot here from half court. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. It's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
The Cavaliers came away with the victory in this one.